I've got a little something for the people that we can discuss first before we
yeah.
move on. Yeah. One of the guys, he's got a girlfriend he's been seeing now for a year and a half.
Okay.
She's got 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
One is 15. One is, I don't know how old the other is, but the 15-year-old, he's there chilling with his woman, whatever. The 15-year-old gets into an argument with the mum, and the 15-year-old's like, "Oh, mum, fuck off, man. Get the fuck out of my face," all of this kind of stuff.
To his mum.
What?
To his mum. Now, how do you feel about how do you feel about what is he supposed to do in this situation? Because he's saying to me, like, he's like, boy, I wanted to, but how do you feel about stepping in that situation? What do you do? I'm asking you, what do you do as a man? Say the mum's obviously let this go. For it to be doing it in front of the man, it's obviously not the first time.
So
what's your
so it's the brother's missus is
yes. It's
son.
not his child.
It's not his child, so it's his girlfriend's son.
It's his girlfriend's son.
I'll let you hit.
So it's his girlfriend's son, and I'm guessing like he's got that. They've been together for a while. You should have some kind of authority. You should be able to speak to him because, like you said, this has been done before.
I guess so.
And not even that, but if she can't control him in the house, that's going to be getting taken outside. You know what I mean? And I think discipline needs to just start at home. Like, there's no one's talking about abuse, but it's like everyone's scared to like give a smack now and then. Do you know what I mean? Because what's
Right,
that?
but it's not because some women will turn around and say,
It's not
"Don't
his son.
talk to my."
Yeah.
What's your you see the rolled eyes, right? So what's your thoughts on that? Because that's what I'm saying. Like he said he didn't because he's not seen that before. Because he said he's only met them like he's obviously been with her a year and a half, but I think he's only been around the children for maybe, I don't know. Let's just guess. I'm guessing he said he's not seen it before, so maybe 6 months.
Yeah, so this hasn't been. So yeah, I suppose it's early stages. But then as a man, he should be able to step in and be that father figure role model and be like, that can't happen. You know, that's your mum. You need to respect her. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, obviously, can't be doing discipline and stuff. It's not the father and he ain't been that long. But still, like, guys will, if he looks up to him as a father figure, a role model, he's in the house, you know, he should be able to step in and have, like, some serious words.
Yeah.
Do you
Like,
know
I've
what I
had a
mean?
similar situation.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like, so basically, not kind of like swearing at the mum like that, yeah, but my girl kind of got disrespectful to her mum. And then, it's different because I've been around a lot longer. But I still, like, I let the mum deal with it, like, deal with it on the spot then. And then later on in the evening, I went and spoke to her separately. And I sat down and just said, like, look, you know, you shouldn't really be chatting to your mum like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, she does a lot for you and just, like, because I feel like it's not my place to go and discipline and do all of that. But you can be a role model in a sense, like, look, because you can be, like, the voice of reason. You get me? Because you remember there, like, it's like anything, like, between brethrens, whatever, when you have a friend or even family or mum and dad, like, your relationship's different. So you might cuss your mum out and this, that, but it don't give me the right to step in.
Your perspective.
Yeah,
you've got a perspective that neither of them might have.
Yeah, because some people, I think sometimes in certain relationships get a bit too involved with other people's kids. Like, you know, like feel like they can chat to them a certain way or feel like they can get mad involved. Like me, I just take a step back, but I just like, if I see something that don't fit in with the morals and what man's about, like, I'll say, look, like I stepped in and just said, listen, like, you shouldn't be talking to your mum like that. Talk to your mum with a little bit more respect. Like, come on. Like, you know, I can get where you're coming from and but you also got to see where your mum's, what she's saying, and just be a voice of reason, but also step in and say, like, it's unacceptable. Do you get what I mean?
All right, but that was a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Now, but what about when it's a boy?
Yeah, when it's a boy,
it's a different energy.
When it's a
because
boy,
I think it happens with boys, yeah. Because I watch it with my own son. My son would never speak to his mum like that. That's just not gonna happen. No chance. He wouldn't even dream of it. Like my son's 19 now, and he wouldn't even swear in front of his mum.
Yeah.
If he does by accident, say he's on the phone swearing to his friends or something, he'll apologize.
He'll know himself.
Yeah, he'll apologize to his mum, like, oh, I'm sorry, but you understand. But he's 6'2" now, and he's getting big.
Yeah.
He's clocked. Mum can't really do nothing.
And he's
to me,
more
yeah.
trained.
So, yeah,
He's
yeah.
more trained.
So he tests the boundaries.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying to you? So that happens. So I'm saying, suppose the situation, your situation that you're talking to a girl, but say it's a boy, because boys will start to look at their mums and test the boundaries because testosterone, everything's going on. They're starting to feel like they're, you know, they're men within themselves. They're looking at their mum, they're realizing what's the worst you're going to do kind of thing. What do you do in that situation? What would you advise to my friend? What would you do in that situation?
Me personally, I'm taking him out the room. I'm saying, listen, come, let's go for a walk. pulling him away from the situation because I'm not gonna sit there and watch you disrespect my woman for one. Do you get what I'm saying? Plus, if you're dating or in a relationship, it's not temporary. It's for long. I expect everyone to be in a relationship for long term. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not like I can't sit back and just let it watch because then this will just continue on, and I'm in this relationship looking to be here permanently. Right. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you. What about so? Say you've got a big son. You've been seeing a man for a year and a half. What can he discipline? Can he discipline your son if your son's getting too brat?
No, do you know what? I would want them to step involved. I would want them to get involved because at the end of the day, as a woman, like you said, guys are different. There's going to be a level where they're not just testing the boundaries with it being verbal. Soon it could be physical. Do you know what I'm saying? And when it's physical, that's when it's just out of control. And I think if you are going to have people in your life, like for instance, if I had a partner and I had a son, I would want him to step up. You know, you're not just in the unit just for me, you're a family unit. So you need to be that role model. Not you need to, but it'd be nice if you would, do you know what I mean? My son could look at you, listen to you, respect you. So when things are getting out of hand, you can be like, listen. And I think I like the idea of you saying, I'll take him out the room and have a private word, because sometimes when they get embarrassed, it's worse. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, just have like a one-to-one and just speak to them on a level. I think more males, if they're going to be involved with children and families, I think they should step in.
Yeah, and I think you two are talking very sensible and constructive. Because my brethren was talking, he was just gonna run up my alley like, you see that Melvin in Baby Boy? Boom. You see Baby Boy in it? Just give him that strong choke and talking to him. All of that.
You can give man energy though. You can let man know that you're standing for it.
You lot are good. And I would take the more level-headed approach because you can't let it slide, because in a way you're subconsciously teaching the boy that he can take the piss out of you as well, because he's doing it in your presence. So it's a lack of respect for you as well. You understand what I'm saying? I would feel something has to be stepped on in that situation. But there's mums that will say, don't talk to my son. What do you do in that situation for them? But they have to understand when they get left. Because it's me. If I'm not gonna let that run. Go on, what are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, I kind of know where you're going.
You must know some people.
It's because I suppose your baby's your baby. Do you know what I mean? And I don't have a son, I have a daughter. So if like my partner was to like talk to my daughter anyhow, even though she's done something wrong, you still think, well, that's my child. And a part of you is thinking, you ain't even a father. Now you've flipped it.
Let the truth be free.
Damned if you do,
it
damned
does
if you
feel a
don't.
bit different now.
Yeah, see?
Now you've said it like that.
Think about it.
But then that's in that situation, your girl's got to have your back as well.
Yeah.
Like, she got to have your back, because then, cool, like, because this is the thing. If I sit back and watch you get badded up and I say that, and then you're going to be like, what, you're just going to sit there and let my man talk to me like that? You might get that one, but then also at the same time, it's all about approach. Like, if I go to say something, you got to respect the approach. Like, if I go on a mad one, of course you don't want me to bad up your course up your youth, but then at the same time, if the approach is right, respect the approach, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
I think it also depends on how serious it is as well, because if it's early days, I don't think they've got the right to do that, which sounds quite contradicting. But at the same time, if it's long and stable and your child looks at this person as maybe that is father to be your next role model, then you want it to be like we've got each other's back. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think they'll be like, oh, don't talk to my son like that. I think if it's early days maybe, but if you lot have been together for years, I think it's just going to be normal, right?
It's going to depend on how much respect they've got for you as well. At the same time, like your woman has to have a level of respect for you as well at the same point. So it's a technical one. Go on.
When it's 6 months, like you said, if it's early, like let's say I've just been checking her for 6 months. Now I've been dating her for a year, seeing each other for a year, whatever. But now I'm just starting to know how you handle your children. And if I see you sit and I chill with you and I see your kid coursing you up like that, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
It's a red flag from how your children talk
because remember, now I'm having a 6 month relationship with your kids now. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Looking
So
at the
I can still duck out.
Yeah, of course.
I can still cut. Like, that ain't secure. So, like, if I see all of that behavior and if I feel like our relationship...
Slamming doors and that.
Yeah, like, if our relationship's strong, then, okay, it don't matter, because then I can step in and work out how I approach it. But if our relationship's calm, it's cool, and I'm kind of taking in this side of it with the kid aspect now, and it's looking a bit edgy.
Yeah, it can get wild.
It can get wild. Then I'll just sit back and just watch how it plays out, because I need to see how you function in your household, especially if we don't live together and all of them kind of things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can get technical.
I was going to say, in this situation, is the other father still involved, like the biological father?
That as well.
Because that can make it really messy. Do you know what I mean? Because then you've got...
I think he's the original one. I think he might be on holiday.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, even though he's on holiday, how much of a role does he play over the? You know what I'm saying? Because he could be on holiday, but still, when he picks up the phone and he chats, they listen.
Yeah,
so if that is the case, then I step back, because then she can handle it. They can handle it amongst it. It's not my part to kind of overstep my boundaries in terms of the role that I play as a secondary parent.
Would that just put you off though? Would you just be like, you know what, this is long. I can't be dealing with this headache right now. Like, you got this, your units are all unruly.
Yeah, like it can be. It might not.
Or is the love worth it? Is the love worth it?
You said the right. That's the nail on the head, bruv.
Yeah, because one time I was at, I can't say where because it will bait him up, but I was somewhere, a family thing, and bare people was there. Me and my brother was in the room, and the youth was in the room, and one older head come, and he said something. We was all playing computer. The youth must have been probably about 14, 15, and the older head come and was like, "Yeah, come on, it's his wife. He married her. It's his wife's son." And he was like, "Yeah, come on, we got to go now." And he's like, "I'm playing games."
Nah.
And he was like, I said, "We've got to go now." And he went, "Don't talk to me like that. You're not my dad." And my man just turned around to go, "I don't want to be a fucking dad. Just come on." So I'm like, "Right, that's the relationship." You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Obviously, by now, they're divorced now and all of that. Because you can see it ain't a match made in. Because there's too many little... Some men, I think you're overlooking the basics and just thinking, all right, you're thinking about the woman, but you're not looking at the package just coming on.
100%.
But there's women that do the same. They think about the man and they're like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They're just along for the ride. You got to know you're taking up a lot when you're dealing with certain circumstances.
Because sometimes the kids will never like you. Like, especially if like their actual father is prominent in their relationship. Like, see, like me, like me and my stepdad have got a beautiful relationship now. But for a long time, like I got that attitude, like, you're not my dad.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and so it can be, that can make it also difficult.
It makes it hard.
It makes it harder, but like he, fair play to him. Like he's, like with my mum, they've got a beautiful relationship. Been married how many years now? Do you get what I'm saying? Going on 20 plus years. Renew their vows and all of that kind of stuff. Do you get me? And I have so much respect for him, because what I have learned from him is how to like have longevity in a relationship, commitment and all of that. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the early stages, he would say it was techie, because I'm an only child.
Imagine
me
that.
and my mum.
Big you walking around the yard as well.
Big me.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me nothing, because we're
nothing.
of the different spectrums. Remember, he's like an educational man. Like a book man. You get what I'm saying? Working bank and all of this. And then I'm on the flip side now. Not coming home for a day, doing this outside, Can't relate to him. So that's why I never took to him, because he was the polar opposite of my reality. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it was just
you wouldn't think he would understand as well because of the two.
Plus, he's not my dad.
And you had to mature.
You were young.
And
plus, my dad was still in and out of my life, because that's another thing. When you got like an absent father or absent parent, like you always kind of want that love from that parent, innit? Especially if they're in and out. So like me personally, because my dad's in and out, my dad's still about. I think it was when my dad got locked up in Jamaica, and I thought he was gone. That was when kind of you grieve that situation and you kind of let go of that, and then you open your heart up to something new. But I think up until that, like my dad getting guy in yard, like I couldn't. How can I? Because I ain't got two dads. I'm not gonna call two men like dad. Do you get what I mean? And all of them kind of things.
And you probably wanted to see if it was serious as well. You probably like were looking like thinking this is gonna be even real.
Yeah, because my mum. So it's like, and that's like, you know what I mean? That's my queen of my life. So it's like anyone I'm looking at funny. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
And then you're no longer the man of the house as well. So that's a bit of like, you have to share.
Yeah. All of that. So all of them things play a part.
Yeah, it's emotional. But I think you lot covered that well still. You gave good input.
Yeah.
Watch this, he's going to know what's going on.